I should start this review off by saying that OKKO is a show that I haven't really been paying attention to. The first time that I heard about this series was from a mobile game app a few years back, and the concept of it actually had me excited. I ended up watching the first few episodes when the show released, and after that, I just lost interest in the show. I'm not saying that the show was bad, I didn't even hate it. I just thought the show was rather boring. The show has such a slow pace to it, which is odd considering it's a fast-paced concept. I wasn't a fan of it, but I was happy that it at least gave Cartoon Network some variety. On top of giving the channel some new original content, it also managed to get some nice crossover, which is something you don't see a lot at the Cartoon Network these days. Back during the mid-2000s, cartoon crossovers used to happen fairly regularly. There was even special breaks between the episodes that focused on Cartoon Network characters living together in a city, which I still want an actual cartoon of. The last Cartoon Network crossover I can think of is when Uncle Grandpa crossed over with Steven Universe, though I don't think a single person asked for that. But with OKKO, we got crossovers like Captain Planet, Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School, and even an entire crossover dedicated to Cartoon Network's history, which is a review I'll get into on another day. This show felt unlike anything Cartoon Network has done in years, and it feels like it should be the main focus of the whole channel. However, it seems like Cartoon Network feels differently about this show, as OKKO has been officially cancelled. This wasn't a choice by the creators of the show, this was done entirely by Cartoon Network themselves. I just find it funny how a show that celebrated Cartoon Network's history gets canned, while Teen Titans Go is proudly going into its next season. This decision is especially funny, since the special we will be talking about today is one of the most hyped crossovers in Cartoon Network's history. This special has been non-stop talked about ever since it was announced. It has been hyped up by all the major gaming outlets, and no doubt, this special alone has introduced thousands of people to the show. So obviously, when a show brings a massive amount of hype to your channel, the best thing to do is to shut it all down. I'm not even a fan of the show, yet even I can see how stupid that decision was. But enough about how moronic Cartoon Network's decision making is. It's time to get into the OKKO special. Let's meet Sonic. Not even 5 seconds into the special, and you are already bombarded with Sonic references, which understandably a lot of people are going to appreciate, but as for me, this points out a big problem in the special that's gonna make it hard to sit through. It feels like this special puts the references first and the plot second, which to some is fine. Some people just want to watch this to get some appreciation for Sonic's legacy. Even I'm being snake charmed by this special, as it actually has references to the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Escape the Smash Stamper!
Which I think deserves more love than it gets. But even though I adore those references, I just can't help but cringe at a crossover that has no substance to it. There's no well-written excuse for it to exist. This special starts off with Sonic and Tails making a grand entrance into the store KO works at. They came looking for the best chili dogs in the multiverse, but as it turns out the flyer they had was a trap, so that some goons could sneak into the store and kidnap KO's friends. So basically what they did is they went into another dimension, lured a famous hero from that dimension into theirs, and then they just ignored the hero and kidnapped KO's friends. Which is something they could have done in a less convoluted way, and a way that wouldn't have involved bringing over a massively famous hero that could easily stop them. It is explained later on that they were meant to capture Sonic instead of KO's friends, but even that has a ton of loopholes in it. However, that's not the main focus of the episode. The episode revolves around KO fanboying over Sonic and wanting to be his new sidekick, which leads into another issue involving the constant references. They just couldn't decide what Sonic's personality should be in this special. Sonic's personality ranges from the cool hero type to being an outright jerk. Now to be fair, Sonic has been portrayed as both throughout the series, but whether Sonic is kind or a jerk, the shows or games portraying him usually keep his personality consistent. In this special, he's either caring for KO and Tails, or he acts like a complete jerk to both of them. They even make a reference to Sonic ignoring KO like he ignored Tails in the Sonic movie.
You're my little buddy, remember? Oh, yeah, just holler when you figure it out. You're the only one I can call my best friend, Tails. Not enough people like that in this world.
Hello? What about me?
When you're so bent on references that you completely disregard a character's consistency, then you should think that maybe you should slow down on the references and focus on the plot of the episode, which again feels very disappointing here. KO gets Sonic and Tails to help him get his friends back from KO's main antagonist, who makes them get through a Sonic reference trap. KO gets through the trap first, leading him straight into a robotification machine. This leads a really good action segment, though I wish they spent less time on the more pointless references and made that action segment last longer. But for what it was done great. KO leads Sonic to a water trap only to get kicked in himself. Sonic saves KO and turns him back to normal. KO's friends are saved, and Sonic and Tails head back home in triumph. And that was OK KO, Let's Meet Sonic. If you want nothing more than to get some good Sonic references, then you will be very pleased. That being said, the plot is as bare bones as could possibly be. In fact, the way I described the plot is the most perfect way to summarize this episode. This episode is 90% references and 10% plot. In a sense, I really can't say it's bad, but I just couldn't get into it. All that matters is a lot of people openly loved this special, and it had gotten Cartoon Network more attention and publicity than they have had in years. And yet, they decide to cancel this show. To which I ask, for what reason? Why do shows like this get canned while Teen Titans Go gets season after season? This isn't even about whether Teen Titans Go is good or bad. This has to do with the fact that Teen Titans Go has been going on for 6 years now, and the show takes up a majority of Cartoon Network's airtime. That show retroactively hurts the ratings of all the other shows on the network by airing so frequently, which causes shows like OK KO to get cancelled. While I'm not a fan of the show, it doesn't deserve to be cancelled. I don't want to drag this video on by going into what Cartoon Network is doing so wrong, so I'm just going to end it here. Though if you want me to go deeper into that topic, then let me know down in the comments below. So if you are a fan of OK KO or want to enjoy some love for Sonic's legacy, then you should be very pleased with this special. But if you're looking for more substance, then you may want to lower your expectations before viewing this. Anyways, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to subscribe to help support future content on this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.